Be the kind of woman that when your feet hit the ground, that the devil says, oh crap, she's up.
Please subscribe to my channel.
Hello everyone, welcome to another beautiful tutorials with Wonders Crafts. We're going to be making these beautiful hats from the scratch, so stay tuned while we dive into stiffening and molding. In this tutorial I will be making use of this mold, these two molds. I'll be combining them together to achieve the desired design that I want. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to show you how to stiffen your material and lay them on your mold or your blocks, and then start molding. So if you want to mold with a fabric, if you want to know how to mold with a fabric and a princess net, then this tutorial is for you, because this is how to mold with the fabric and a princess net. So as you can see, I laid down a fabric first, and I did not, take note, I did not stiffen the lining, the black lining, but I'll stiffen the princess net. I didn't stiffen the lining because I didn't want any stiffener residual to be left in it. When I remove, you will see the reason for that. The reason is because I want my lining to come out very clean. I don't want any residual, any stiffener residual left in it. So that's the reason why I did not stiffen that. Take note of that and know that you don't necessarily have to stiffen, but you can as well stiffen it, okay? You can as well stiffen it, and I believe it will still come out very nice. But I don't usually stiffen mine. So after I did that, I laid like 3 layers of the princess knit. I'm working with a princess knit, okay? We have cinnamon. You can work with a warden rather, and you can even mold with just your material, the material you want to use. You can as well use that one to mold. Okay, so once I was done laying down the materials, I began to pin them down, pin it down to the block. You can call it a mold or a block. So if you hear me calling it a block, don't misunderstand me. I'm talking about the mold. So I'm going to pin this down according to the shape of this mold. Okay, once I'm done pinning this crown part, I'm going to turn and pin the other part. So a better way of pinning down your fabric on your block is always pinning it at an opposite direction. South, north, east, west first. Once you get that opposite directions, you can now begin to pin down all around. So you just keep on watching and see how I pin down mine, and then we'll proceed. So if you have watched this video up to this extent, do not forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the like button and turn the notification bell on so that anytime I upload the video, you will be the first to see. Let's continue. Lest I forget, always remember to cover your mold with a nylon and lubricate it with an oil. That way you'll be able to remove it easily when your mold is dry. If you do not do that, you have difficulty in removing it. Okay, so that opposite direction that I showed you is what I'm doing right now. I pin down this in an opposite direction first before I pin all round. So a lot of person doesn't know that they can actually mold with a fabric. You can. A stiffener can stiffen anything, any fabric, even very thick fabric. A stiffener can stiffen it. So you can as well mold with a fabric, but I would advise you always put a princess knit just so that everything will come out nice. But if you are molding with a warden, you will not have need for princess knit because the warden is already thick. Okay, so you will not have need for princess knit, except you want to cover the top with a princess knit. Then you can go ahead and mold and place the princess knit on top of the warden. Okay, or you want to cover the material with the warden with any kind of material, but that material must not be heavy. If not, it will take time to dry. Okay, so it will take so much time to dry. So after I did and dried it for 2 days, 2 days guys, and this was the result. It gave me the color that I wanted. I actually wanted this very deep blue. That is why I placed black on top of the royal blue 2 layers. Remember? So it came out properly, very nice. But you see the shape of this heart is not what I want to achieve. So you're going to see that in a jiffy. So yeah, you see how I remove that mold, very easy. And you have seen the inside of my base is very clean. There is no residual of the stiffener on it because I did not put stiffener on my first layer. Okay, so what I proceeded, because I don't need this particular crown here, is to cut out this crown and replace it with this bishop crown. Remember, we are trying to achieve that overlap hat that I showed you at the beginning of this video, this hat. Okay, so in my next tutorial, that's the part 2 of this video, because this video is already too lengthy. I don't want it to be too long. You're going to see how to overlap, cover, and embellish. So if you're interested in the part 2 of this video, leave it at the comment section, part 2.